Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my top 5 studying tips that took my average study time from around 2 to 3 months per exam all the way down to around 25 days per exam. Alright, so the very first step and the most important step is condensing down the information. Let's just name it, like condensation or whatever. Ultimately what you do is you want to set a hard deadline, let's say 30 days out from your studying process or 25 days out from whenever you start studying. So what happens is when people usually take these exams, they're like, hey, let's study for 6 months, and then I'm like, you sure you want to study for 6 months? Because in 6 months you're going to probably forget whatever you learned in chapter 1. They're going to test you on everything. You can't be delaying the process out like 6 months, even if you do have anxiety or other problems. So what you want to do is you set a short deadline. The ideal place to be if you're not really in a rush is around a month to a month and a half. That's what I would recommend. But if you get hyper aggressive, you could probably like condense it down to like 25 days or whatever. And that's how a lot of these people pass all in one testing window. Study tip number 2 is focus on how you study. And it sounds very obscure, but in order to study for this exam, you need to learn how to study. There's a lot of evidence that the most effective study method out there, a process called active recall. Now you can go on other people's YouTube videos, Ali Abdal, Koi Academy, they have really great videos about active recall. And for our situation, is one of the most effective methods of study is active recall. So you should probably take a look at that and come back. Just skip this whole video. That one point is probably more important than all of this. Study tip number 3. The third most important thing is exercise and sleep. If you're skipping on exercise and sleep, then I really don't think you're going to be making like any good study progress, because sleep is when you convert short-term memory into long-term memory. And exercise, well, if you don't exercise, you're just gonna feel like crap and you don't have energy to study. So yeah, I mean, you could study, you could put in the hours, but they're not gonna be effective hours if you're not exercising. If you want your mind and body to be at its peak when taking this damn exam, then you have to exercise. And keep your body sharp is keeping your mind sharp. But exercise and sleep is very, very important for this process. Study tip number 4. I would say there's a lot of information. This test is designed to overwhelm you with information. And some of that information is more or less more important than other pieces of information. I'm not gonna tell you to skip the whole entire chapters, but it's doable. It's doable. Don't do it, but if you're really crunched for time, you can probably skip some, subsections here and there. Please do this with research. Like look at the AI CPA blueprints on what's going to be heavily tested and what's going to be like lightly tested. But please use this responsibly. Don't go skipping the whole freaking book. Step number 5, the final step. It is pretty important, seeing that if you go on Reddit, a lot of people have hurt their relationships or lost boyfriends and girlfriends due to this test. So step number 5 is to involve friends and family. I know it's a bit controversial, but date nights, god damn, it's gonna sound boring. Well, date nights, you can incorporate flashcards. Yeah, there you go. If your girlfriend or boyfriend is down, shit, involve them in making flashcards. Have them test you, have them make flashcards with you. They could put their little butterflies or whatever the heck they put on there. But yeah, involve them, make it a fun process. Do communicate that you need X, Y, and Z time to really get down and study. And yeah, just involve them in the process. And if they're really the one for you, then they'll stick with you through it. If they're not, then If they're not, then it's their loss. You know what I mean? Hey guys, if you got any value from the video, please like and subscribe. It'll help me a lot. Thank you.